Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Holy buckets. You guys are fucking rock stars. Thank you so much for all of your views on last month's reading. Cannot even put into words how awesome that was. Loved it. Thank you so much. So here we are, getting ready to do our August reading. Not gonna lie, you guys have some pretty okay energy going on compared to the rest of this shit show that I've been enduring the past couple of days. Wow! This moon is just kicking Aries' ass. I don't know, this Aries anyhow. So, it's kind of been a nice reprieve to be in your energy, Capricorn. You guys have worthiness, divine timing, and story of my life for your overall theme and advice for the month of August. Worthiness. I deserve happiness, and damn it, I am not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Throwing all fucks out the window and going for it. That's gonna be your theme. Guilt-free bliss. That's what we're aiming for. Divine timing. Trust that the divine schedulers know what they're doing. Release the concerns related to the timing of your life. All happens when it should. As it should. The people in your life are meant to be in your life. Whether we want them there, we don't want them there, we wish that they were there. Everything sits just as it should. And everything will change just as it should. Story of my life. I love this card because it's almost like a challenge, yet everybody is the winner. So when you tell your story, allow even those tough parts, the rough patches, the what the fuck moments. Let all of those parts have their own inner beauty. Don't deny them the good that came from them, the blessings, the lessons. There had to have been something good about it, otherwise you typically don't walk up and say, "Ooh, that looks like a shit show, sign me up." Sometimes we feel like that, and we obviously, are attracted to certain things, but no matter what has happened in your life, no matter what, it was all in divine timing, and it made you who you are today. How can we be regretful of that? Your spirit guides have offered Spirit Keeper of the West and Talking Stick for their guidance for the month. I'm going to start with Talking Stick. Be willing to stand before the crowd and speak from your heart. Share your truth. The Talking Stick reminds us to be authentic. Be mindful of the words that come out of your mouth. Words or communication can restore trust. They can allow you to explain yourself, your feelings, your perception. Share those unspoken truths that cast this dark heaviness on your heart. It's important that you release the fear of being misunderstood or rejected or judged or cut out from something, left out in the cold by speaking your truth. You have to speak from your heart. That's who you are. Straying any direction from that is not being authentic. And you're not being true to yourself. Spirit Keeper of the West. Gather those inner resources that you have. Harvest the good that comes from this transformation. This illumination that you are going through right now. And release the rest. Almost all change comes from turmoil, whether it's good or bad. Think about it. If it was easier to become a brain surgeon or the next ninja warrior, fuck, we'd all be doing it by now, right? Sign me up. Yep, I'll do that. No. Those take extreme dedication. The willingness to cut so many things out of their life in order to remain focused on their goal. They don't just show up and say, I put this name tag on, or I put these tennis shoes on, I'm ready to go. Everything will work out the way that it's meant to, in divine timing. The farmers can't just plant their fields without harvesting the crops from last year. Some of them even go as far as tilling under the leftovers from last year to completely wipe the slate clean and start over. And then there's that maintenance. There's spraying. And it's not like they just drive up to the field and it's all prepared for them. There's picking rock. There's disking. There's a lot involved with making the right environment for the best possible yield with their crops. And that's what your spirit guides want you to understand, is that it might feel like you do not understand why things are happening the way they are, or you might not be happy with the timing. But just like those farmers, your spirit guides need to pick the rocks. They need to disc up the land. They need to till under all of the leftovers, all of the memories of the past year, the past how many years. And that's what they're helping you to do. In your work, career, and finance, Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands. Whatever situation you have going on in your work, career, finances, it's time to put your foot down. Be honest. Be direct. You already have a very strong understanding, a strong desire of what you want, or your perception of the situation itself, or what you desire to see as the outcome. While there's going to be those who see your assertiveness as a negative, that is no reason to shy away. Yes, it's important to be mindful of others when it comes to boundaries and triggers, as those can inhibit effective communication. But holding back or not expressing your perception, your ideas, your dreams, your desires, what you are owed, what you have earned, those we don't hold back for fear of stepping on somebody's feelers. The 9 of Wands. By being mindful of your emotions and your feelings, you can adapt accordingly. Look at that card. I mean, there is raging waters, and there's fire, and these waves are just crashing up on these rocks. There's haze off into the distance. Everything is kind of unknown and at the mercy of the environment. If you need to take it day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, do so. The more you break anything down, the smaller it becomes. The easier it is to see the flaws or to see the beauty. The easier it is to see what is real and see what is actually just the product of your anxious fears that you've allowed to snowball. If you can clear the clutter in your head, you can use that to work on what needs to be done. You can use that mind space that was cluttered and was busy worrying about all of these unnecessary distractions. That's all free to be able to be used for preparing for whatever may come your way. To check off the things on your to-do list. Then we mosey on down to love and romantic relationships. If I was Medea, I would say, hallelujah. New beginnings. Begin your new life. Excitement, confidence, assertiveness. Allow the divine to mesh, to guide, to direct, to lovingly push you in the direction that you are meant to be. And then enthusiastically abide. Fulfill their requests. They ask you to grow a pair of wings and rise from the flames like a motherfucking warrior, then do it. When you are willing to overcome the pain of being repeatedly burned by life and rise above those same flames that have burned you, it is then that the universe says, okay then, all right. It doesn't have to be a 4-chair turn or a golden buzzer experience. It just has to be you. It just has to be authentic. And it just has to happen. Then you have the dolphin. I have yet to see someone worry so much that they were up on stage receiving their award, their Emmy, their Grammy, their Employee of the Month. And as they are saying, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my sponsors, and I would really like to thank that abundance of worry, of anxiety. I'd really love to thank that knot in my stomach for helping me get here today. Yet to see that happen. Relax, breathe, enjoy life. Don't stress about the shit that you don't have control over. Take time to enjoy the wonders of the world. Notice the hearts in the clouds, the rainbows in the bubbles. Our experience here is so short that the thought of missing out on all of the beauty that we are offered, that's a good reason to have a knot in your stomach. Take the time. Then you have the raven. The raven is your spirit animal for the month. Mystery. Magic. Just as the raven's squawk can be mysterious or harmonious, it can also be foreign. Most often, if we hear the squawk of any bird, or the chirp, or the singing, it's not like we can understand exactly what they're saying word for word, but we can still appreciate the beauty. We can still feel the energy. We get the gist of what they are saying. When you fine-tune your senses, you allow your energy to shift, and that energy with the healing power is allowed to come in. You're allowed to heal. Wouldn't it be a really quiet and lonely world if all the birds stopped chirping and singing just because us humans can't understand the words being said? Just because you've been misunderstood in the past doesn't mean that you should forfeit and not continue to speak your truth. One of the stones that I have on the video today, it's a blue lace agate. It's a stone of communication. Works with your throat chakra. It's perfect for speaking from your heart, speaking your truth, speaking with tact. You can open up that throat chakra and allow your authentic truth flow easily. I think there's a very big message in your guys' reading that you are worthy of abundance and love, that it's all playing out just as it should. And the more that you allow each of those hiccups or hurdles or big ass potholes to claim their own stake at beauty, give them credit for the lessons that you've learned from them, and continuing to speak your truth, allowing that excitement to come in as you rise from the motherfucking ashes like a rock star, and never silence your truth just because somebody might not understand. You guys are headed in the right direction. You're currently where you're meant to be. Thank you guys so much for all the support, all of the likes, all of the subscribes. You're helping this chick live a life where her dreams are playing out in front of her. And I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of that. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Have a beautiful August, and I will speak to you again soon.